Who is Trinah? I'm a singer, a songwriter, vocal coach, music director, mentor, etc. There are quite a bunch of things that I think I am. So it's not one of those where you can just box me and say, this is what she is, done. Nah, I think God has created us to be more than just one thing. I joined Exploits in 2007. It was actually an audition, guys. They just didn't pick us and say, throw us in there. It was a whole audition. That was my first audition. And then they asked us to also write songs. They wanted to know if we could write, and that's how Epondi happened. I wrote Epondi for my aunt. So when it was released, it ministered to more than just my aunt. It ministered to a bunch of other people. So Exploits became quite a big thing. And it was such a beautiful group to be in. And each person we're still friends with each other. And yeah, from Exploits, I did auditions for Idols, East and Central Africa. Initially, I escorted a friend and I ended up finding myself in top 10, and then top 5, and then top 3. And it was an amazing journey to represent Zambia, So from there, I went to UNAM, and from there, I went to Youth with a Mission, did my DTS there, and yeah, went on the Lolo for a very long while, personal reasons. And then, yeah, I think I only started doing music again in 2015, 16, somewhere there. Yeah, and from there, it's just been an amazing road.
When she was 9 years old, Trinah won her first award in a singing competition. That marked the genesis of the Trinah we all know today. By the time the gospel group Exploits came together many years later, the group and Trinah was set to become a household name across the country. Even before releasing any official album or single of her own, Trinah's fame grew and took her to heights nobody expected. She's gone beyond borders and performed on several stages across Africa. Beyond being a singer and songwriter, Trinah took her talent to the big screen as an actress in the popular Zambian telenovela, Zuba. She stands out as passionate, driven by a purpose to represent God through art.
Firstly, I've known Trinah for the past, I think, almost 12 years. I came to Lusaka in 2008 when I migrated from the Copper Belt, the Black Mountain to be specific. And I met her in studio for the first time, G-Note Studios, which was owned by Pastor Bruce Musidi. And when I met her for the first time, obviously I would think that she's just like any other artist. But I think working with her, I'm privileged to work with her almost on a weekly or monthly basis through our company HK, where we hire her as an artist for different events. And I've noticed that for her, what matters is really not what the public says or feels or the attention most artists get from the public. As a musician, she wants to grow in how she sings, she wants to grow in her talent. And for me, that's a big deal.
Yes, I do think Trinah is underrated as an artist, mostly because of her style of music and how she expresses herself in her songs. And for a very long time, I've been of a belief that most of us love to dance a lot to our music, but Trinah gives us a different feel, which I don't think people appreciate most of the time. So yes, I do feel she's underrated as an artist.
What people don't know about Trinah is that she's actually a very, very committed person. I know a lot of people know her from the music point of view. I actually know her church is one of the leaders in our choir ministry. So in terms of leadership, I know she's a very, very good leader. She's very consistent in her leadership qualities. So if I was to select a position of a leader, even outside the music industry, I think she would suit it. So I know her to be a leader despite her being a musician.
She's confident, she's strong, and we need artists like that in Zambia who can express themselves without having to feel like they need to change into someone they're not. So she is everything that every other artist needs right now.
Trinah is very funny. I'm actually privileged to be with her at the same church. We go to the same church, and I mean, I've actually I knew her before. I knew her as a comedian before I knew her as a musician. You know, she would always be the clown at church. After a rehearsal, would be joking around. So I think I know her to be a very funny person, and I draw a lot of material from her. Knowing that I'm a comedian, she gives me that material. So I would say she's a funny person.
The message I would have for Trinah is for her to continue being there for younger artists. I speak for that because she helped me as well 7 years ago before I left for school. So she needs to continue being there for younger artists and grooming them, encouraging them, and teaching them how to be better people, not just great artists, but better people in society, because that's very vital.
No matter what you've done, he'll take you as you are. I had a call from a friend who told me what she was going through. I could hear her on the phone. No matter who you are, no matter who you wear, no matter what you've done, he'll take you as you are. I wrote No Matter for a friend of mine. It was around the time that things were not going so well for her. So church wasn't a very good place for her to go to. She felt like she needed to be perfect to go to church. So for a good 3 years, she didn't go to church because she felt like, you know, you can't go to Jesus like this, or you can't just be around God's presence because maybe she felt she was too bad or too dirty or too, you know, messed up for God. No matter where you've been, no matter where you are, no matter how bad you may seem, he loves you all the same. So I wrote it for her, but it ended up being a song that ended up ministering to me and became one of those songs that I just sang because I believed it was going to minister to people that were around me that felt that they had to be, you know, better and good, you know, to be children of God. I had a call from a friend who told me what she was going through. I could hear her on the phone, that she was really hurting inside. I tried to cool her down, but she said there's nothing I could do. I told her about you and how much you cared. Then she said, too much wrong I've done and too much harm I've brought. I don't think he can take me as I am. Then I said to her, no matter who you are, no matter who you were, no matter what you've done, He'll take you as you are. No matter where you've been, no matter where you are, no matter how bad you may seem, He loves you all the same. There's nothing you can do that will make Him love you more. He's been loving you all this time, and His love will never end. See, there are times we feel so hurt, and we feel we don't need love, but no matter what goes wrong, His love for us is the same. And He says, with arms open wide, I will pursue you over and over again. My love for you will never be undone. I'm all you need. All you need is love. No matter who I was, and no matter who I am, no matter what I've done, He will take me as I am. No matter where I have been, no matter where I am, no matter how bad Trinah may seem, oh, He loves me all the same. So no matter who you are, no matter who you are, no matter what you've done, He will take you just as you are. And no matter where you've been, see, no matter what you are, no matter how bad you may seem, He loves you all the same. Love, He loves you all the
I think it hurts more when you're trying to compare yourself to like other people you.
And we sing glorious, 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 glorious. Delayed success. I think it's the hardest thing, like staying persistent and staying on track, staying focused, and not giving up. The many times I've given up on my project, you know that.
Yes.
Well, a lot of times I felt like I did what I did because people wanted me to do it, not because that's what I wanted. So I would do music because someone, is paying me for it, not because it's what I loved. And as time went by, I started losing my passion for it.
I think it gets easier though as you grow older, because you start to realize, I think it hurts more when you're trying to compare yourself to like other people you, especially when you go on Instagram. Instagram is the worst thing that can happen to a person, and you see other people doing things that you feel you should have achieved when you were 25. Yeah, so that really hurts. But as you grow older, I think you start to realize, say, you know what, I'll get there one day.
Yeah, the process is important also, honestly speaking. Though
It hurts though.
Though it may tarry, it will surely come to
I
pass.
always hated that verse.
I still do.
I was just like, Lord, no, like, it's not what I want to hear.
I did push away music, and I did push away that one thing that meant so much for me in the name of, I'm doing this for my daughter, I'm doing this for my daughter, I'm doing this for my daughter. But then the little human wanted to be like mommy because mommy can sing. She had to be the one to pretty much speak to me to say, don't give up on your dreams just because I'm here. Push, and having that voice constantly in your mind is a driving force. Yes, there is a child. Yes, there is the responsibility of you becoming this perfect mom. But don't forget about yourself. Because most of the times we get lost into, I'm a single mom, I can't do this. I'm a single mom, I can't do that. And there was a time I stopped living life for me, and all I did was tando. And then you end up becoming so frustrated with yourself.
Yeah.
And I think you need to understand that yes, there is this responsibility, but there's nothing wrong with taking yourself on a date and just saying, okay, I need time to myself.
Yeah.
And hey, you have goals. You planned this even before the baby showed up.
Yeah, that's true.
So you have goals. You want to achieve. You want to become this, that. Don't let the baby be the reason why you can't be what you want to be. Draw me close to you, closer than before. Draw me close to you, closer than before. Glorious. Honestly, I don't think that song is even my song. It was a song that was composed during a service that used to happen in the garage called The Encounter. So it started off as a chorus, glorious, glorious. And it built from there. It started, building, other things were added to it. And they gave me permission, to release it. And ta-da! You have your worship song, Glorious. You are glorious, 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 glorious. Seeing other people or hearing other people sing glorious is, I think, overwhelming. Because you're like, they're actually singing this song. And you see people worshiping, some they're on the floor, and you see them doing what the song was meant to do. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. So, yeah, I always have a smile on my face every time I see people sing Glorious. To single moms, don't give up on your dreams, because one day you will look back and you will regret not being the person that you wanted to be, and you put the blame on the child, which is never supposed to be the case. Don't give up on God. God is not the people around you.
I see Trinah being a music teacher in the next 5 years, like someone who opens a music school of sorts, because she's so good at directing and organizing people, making them understand exactly what they need to do.
Okay, to be honest, I think Alatpanga Vetrina, she really encourages me. I mean, I've seen her from, growing as an artist in a group where her cover is just the group, to her taking on the stage on her own. So for me, she's taught me to go against the odds. It's very easy for an artist to give up based on the fact that at one point I was known because of a group called Exploits. So now that I'm alone, how will people know me?
And her aura, her presence, her confidence, love, and affection is exactly what will make her a great teacher. So yay to Trinah Music School.
So for me, she's one person who, if I'm to learn something from her, or if you people are to learn something from her, it's that you don't have to go by the trend. If you are a chitanga fyakano kubomba muntu and palauka, find your own journey and start moving. And I think ingele gas balanda poyo ina nimshi ina mkwai.